All right. Good morning. Good morning. So how you doing?
Good morning, sir. How you doing? You all right?
I'm doing good. Good. You got any special shirts for this week? Any jerseys? What you got over there?
Got on a Red Wing jersey. They wanted overtime.
That's right. They won last night with 4-3. So hopefully we can keep them on track. 3 games ago. We're gonna get to them a little bit later. It's gonna come right down to the wire, much like last year. I actually have on the Dallas Wings shirt that I got at a game some time ago. The WNBA draft is this week, and they have the #1 pick, and it is widely thought they're going to be picking up Paige Buchers. And so we're going to talk about that. We got the preview for that coming up. The draft is on Monday. But hey, we jumping right into sports, and I love it. We doing right what we supposed to do, talk about what we supposed to talk about, and we want to welcome you to the show and thank you for joining us on this day of April 12th, 2025, Saturday. 4 years into this, how you feeling about all this fun stuff?
4 years and growing, man. 4 years and growing.
Speaking of growth, we got a little upgraded a little bit the sign that we have. I went out and got some flags for both of us so we can have a nice background. Kind of a background be the same. Uh, as you can see, we're right onto it to the place that everybody been complaining about, and they got it to us. It costs more to ship the dang old thing than it did to get the things made, but that's all right. It's all right. It was worth it. It looked good. Got both of us on there. My daughter said, "Daddy, you look different. Why don't you get your new face on there?" I said, "Be quiet, little girl. Be quiet." So if you thinking the same thing, I get it. I get it. But things change. But the background look good. We both still look good on there, and we up to date. We up to date. All right, we're gonna get right into it. We want to thank you for voting. We had the topic of the week. I have to apologize. I got it out a little late. In my infinite wisdom, I thought I put it out on Tuesday, but on Thursday I kept saying I don't see the poll, and then that voice inside said, "Hey, did you actually put it up?" Oh yeah, you start getting younger. Your young age, your memory start working a whole lot better. So our first topic of the week is the transfer portal. A lot of people were upset that the transfer portal opened up before the tournament even ended real good, like a week before, like a first week into the tournament. The transfer portal opened. A lot of people were leaving, literally in the middle of the tournament, leaving their teams, going to other teams, and a lot of the coaches were not very happy about it. I think next year the transfer portal is going to open for the men and the women directly after the end of the season, which should have been that way to begin with. Sometimes you make a decision as a governing body, you think it's for the best of everybody because you're saying the teams that are out, they have an opportunity for those kids to start moving. But for a team that's still in it, that really does hurt them. Much like in football, where the kids get a chance to go and play in the bowl games, and they say, "No, I'm gonna sit out because I want to be a transfer portal. I want to, save my body just in case something happens." So it kind of the same thing. Some of the most notable names in the portal right now, on the local level, we have Justin Pippen, the son of Scottie Pippen at U of M. He has not made a decision as to where he's going. Trey Holloman at Michigan State, he's going to be leaving, going somewhere else. The biggest name that's actually put in their paperwork, but Yaxo Lindenborg from UAB to U of M. And on the ladies' side, Malaysia Wiley, it is widely regarded that she's going to be leaving. And Olivia Miles has already put in her paperwork. She's going from Notre Dame to TCU. And the reason why they're saying is that Malaysia may be leaving is because Tanaya Latson from Florida State is going to be going to South Carolina. And she's the #1 scorer in the country. And she's going to be going over to play for South Carolina Gamecocks and try and help them to make another run at the national championship after they were just resoundingly beaten by UConn, as predicted by Felix, to win the game on last Sunday. It was resounding. It was after the first quarter, it was over. It wasn't as quick as the UCLA game. It was over as quick as the UCLA game, but it wasn't very much further after that. So when we're gonna get to that, we're gonna talk about this transfer portal. What biggest thing I saw in the transfer portal were a lot of names, not a lot of decisions, but a lot of names. a lot of good players. But the thing about it is, it's almost like being in the draft because they're listing their strengths and weaknesses, what they're good and bad at, and somebody still might pick them. You can see it, where they still might get picked up. What it really sounded like to me, like a lot of these kids are going to be going back to their original schools. Is what it really sounds like. Or maybe they're trying to find out what the budget's going to be since they have the new budget now, where they can't go over $20 million total for all the sports. What are your thoughts on the transfer portal being the new thing? Well, the new old thing.
What happens if you have to go back though? Like, and then the school that you left say no. That's the killing part.
Well, then they start looking at the next level of in terms of like the D2-3, the D3 schools and stuff like that, because that is very much of a possibility, very much possibility.
Like, okay, so in the case of Trey Holloman, right? You kiss the logo, even though you wasn't a senior. You already knew you was gonna leave, and then it don't pan out, and then you have to pick up that phone and call Tom and say, "Can I come back?" So let's say Tom welcome you back, but your role diminishes quite severely. Then what?
That's a chance you take. It's a chance you take.
That's crazy.
They've already said there was. I was trying to find the name of the kid that they said that's coming to Michigan State because of that. Let's see here. I was trying to find the kid's name, but I couldn't find the name. That they've already picked up another guard that's coming over, and because he was leaving, so it very well could happen. It could be he could have wound up going somewhere. He could be at Eastern. He could be at Central or somewhere like that, or go down to Western, play for Stevenson. That would be a possibility for him. You never know.
Oh yeah, or he could play in Wayne State.
Yeah. Go on down to Wayne State. Go down to Forest and Trumbull and play around there at the Marathon Building. It's a possibility.
Crazy because I was thinking of like when past players, like I had sent you the thing, Jason Richardson, so he leaving, so he stacked that guard, but he really not stacked that the guard that's going to be able to play that system. So if Trey Holloman would have stayed, you'd have had Trey Holloman, you would have had Fears, and you would have had the other kid that come off the bench. But now that Akins was a senior, and I don't know, but to have to pick up that phone and say, "Hey, coach, I made a mistake." Tom, he forgives, but he don't forget.
Every coach is like that. They forgive you, but you got to pay the piper. You got to work like it's day one, like you're a freshman all over again, like you just came in, from graduation from high school right out of prom. You left prom on Thursday, graduation on Saturday, and you in the gym on Monday. You have to start all over again.
Right. So
that's very true.
Man, that's crazy. I was just looking at the names just pile up. It's like, dang, either they gonna transfer or they leaving. That's crazy.
Yeah, I believe in their right to do so, but are the opportunities actually really going to be there for them in terms of having the actual ability to go somewhere and play better and still make the money? So those collectors come together and those respective schools to pay those kids. It's there for them, but I think they're starting to get to the point where it's starting to level off in a lot of ways in terms of those schools saying, okay, we want you here, but you right now, you in our system, we have more control now than what you did in the past. And I think that's where they are.
And then, like in the case of the young lady from South Carolina, like I text you, Don just wasn't using her right. You can't keep bringing her off the bench. That's the fastest player on your team. Ball control. She want to start. It was okay at first because when she was a freshman, okay, yeah, you got to earn your stripes, right? So they won a national championship her freshman year. So she figured, okay, everybody left, it's time for me to move to the next step. She still was coming off the bench. Nah, man, you can't keep no thoroughbred locked up like that. Don wasn't using her right.
I agree, but I think there's more to it than that. I think it's something else behind the scenes. I don't know. I don't really know if she's been playing up to her full potential in quote unquote practice and playing up to the expectations, living up to the expectations that Dawn really has for her. I think it's more along those lines than her actual ability.
Well,
So
that would make you not play up to your abilities. Cause think about it. If you playing to your abilities and you still not starting, then you like, well, I'm about to dial it back a little bit because she's not recognizing what I'm bringing. Okay, look at it this way: you're in practice and you're killing the starter, but yet you're still coming off the bench. You like what? That's how you lose players. When you going to practice every day and you giving 110%, and this starter is giving 90 because they know you're still not going to remove them from the starting lineup. You're like, okay, well, I'm about to dial this back. Let me dial this back. And then once she see, or whenever she does see, it's going to be too late because I'm being gone. And the only thing could really hurt it worse is if she transferred to somewhere like LSU or TCU or UConn. Now you got to see her again. So she knows the whole offense. She know the schemes you gonna run. She know everything. So with a talent like that, it's gonna be hard to control something like that. If she's smart, I would go to UConn. Paige Becker's gone. Flood is gone. He gonna need a guard, and you
Fudd
got.
leaving? I thought Fudd was a sophomore. Would be a sophomore.
But then unless she got hurt, and then they might be giving her that extra year. But yeah, she was ahead of Beckers. She was there before Paige was there. She should be a senior. If not, she's a senior this year. But what I'm saying is, go there because the offense ran through Paige Beckers. Go there. Now he got an established guard that can handle the ball, quick, everything. It's like Paige never left.
Okay, I'm trying to quickly look to see what grade she's in because I thought she was younger than that.
Man.
Let's see here. Well, she'll be back for her final season of eligibility.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said she probably,
Yeah,
she was,
yeah,
yeah.
she was a grad student. I thought she was younger than that. Now, who's I forget the name of the freshman then that was there. I was doing all the scoring. That was the MVP of the championship game.
Uh, I forget. Yeah, I forget her name. But yeah, that's what that. If I was Gino, yes, come to UConn with open arms.
So that was actually one of my questions. Was hey, so who is actually going to where will she go now that she's leaving? It wasn't official because only list I saw was the actual official list. You know, the actual published list where they actually put in the paperwork. You know, people will announce all the time it's not official until you put in your paperwork. So
Right.
where do you see her going actually?
I see. I can see her going to Notre Dame, even though their roster is depleted. I could see her going to UCLA. I could see her going to a nice fit, but it really wouldn't be a good fit because that team is already established with that perennial player. USC would be a good fit, but then that's stepping on uh Monica. That ain't her name, but
Yeah,
that's stepping on
Juju.
Juju. That's stepping on Juju's shoe. But that would be a good addition. There's a lot of places she could
Will
go.
Juju be back in time? And will she be back at the level of Juju ready to play, ability to play?
Yeah, because
There might be
that's
some insurance.
Juju is a special talent. You don't really get too many of them that come through that door like that. And then it's gonna become mind over matter, right? It happens to every athlete. Once you tear Achilles, you're gonna start to, am I gonna be able to cut like that? Am I gonna be able to take that type of hit? Am I gonna be able to, same thing with her. She gonna always question going for a loose ball, or she gonna always question, or should I pivot? Should I stop? Should I just pull up? Should I keep going? That's gonna always with any athlete. So it depends on, like I said, it comes to mind over matter. If her mind is to where she like, okay, I'm gonna be comeback player of the year. That's what I'm seeking to be, and then I'm gonna make y'all remember not this little bump in the road. Y'all gonna see the result from the bump in the road. Because some people get it and then it take them down. Like Deshaun Watson, he put out, I'm gonna be better than what I was
Right.
than what y'all seen, what y'all last seen. I mean, that would be astonishing. Off of 2 Achilles, he tore both Achilles and he coming back. But I mean, who knows? The only time will tell.
Right. Well, either way, I wish her well. I wish wish for Wally if she actually does go through with it, because it seems like Dawn already had a plan bringing in the young lady from Florida State. Uh, we gonna see what happens with that. I got a feeling she gonna stay, just like the old boy at Cleveland. I said the defensive tackle. I said he wasn't gonna go nowhere. I got
Oh,
a feeling
no.
for Wally's gonna really realize I can go somewhere, but am I gonna be able to have the ability to play for a championship like we have now, like I have now? But we gonna see. Because I honestly, looking at the way they played, let's go ahead and transition into the championship tournament. I think there was more something going on behind the scenes to have your worst game of the season and the way that they played in the championship. Let's kind of let me know. I kind of saw earlier there was more to them than actually we actually saw. A lot of it came out in the championship game. As you can see in the championship game, we had 2 great games. We had South Carolina, UConn, and Houston, Florida. Let's have a quick recap. Let's talk about the men. Well, we already here. Let's talk about the women. South Carolina, UConn, Sunday afternoon. And I do apologize in advance. I have to say it like this. It was an ass kicking of epic proportions. UConn put their foot in USC's back and left it there. And it was just whooping. It was one of them. I didn't tell you that I was coming to whoop your behind, and yes, I'm whooping it, and I'm gonna keep on whooping it. And that's how it was. And I didn't think it was gonna be like that. I thought it was gonna be a much closer game. 2 teams with a similar amount of style, similar amount of players, similar in terms of height and everything. It wasn't as bad as UCLA. UCLA got whoop, but it wasn't far behind. It wasn't far behind. You shake your head. What's your thoughts, sir?
I told you he back, man. He back. Look at all that. Look at all that. It didn't do nothing but make them stronger. He lost Paige Beckers for a year. He lost Fudd for a year. They both came off of injuries. I was like, just okay. Look at it this way. If she really wanted to be smart and say she didn't want to go to the WNBA, but I mean, she gonna be the first pick, so why not go?
Right.
But if she really wanted to be smart, she could apply for 1 more year,
Yeah.
and they could run that back. That's why I'm like,
definitely
dang, I'm surprised Gino ain't trying to get her to come back. But then he probably like, come back for what? You know what I'm saying? You come back and then you get hurt again. At least it's all a pipe dream. But I told you, they back, man. I told you. They would have been back before that, barring the injury. The only reason he didn't look, the years he didn't get there, he got to the 8. He got to the 4. Then they lost. I told you, they back, man. I think he'll get 1 more. Like if they run it back, which they probably will, they run it back, he'll hang it up. He'll hang it up after that. He might hang it up after this right here. He might.
Yeah, he just might.
Because at the end of the day, it's hard to rebuild, right? And he don't have that scoring page. And like you said, in the championship game, Paige was broke. Fudd led the way.
Yep.
Paige was broke, but she can go get her shot. She do all the intangibles, right? So just imagine if you got Fawali from SC over there. That's like just, even though she's shorter than Paige, but it'd be a whole lot worse because she fast. It's different when you faster than the ball. Man, that's crazy. That's like Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was faster than the ball. He would throw the ball ahead of him just to catch it.
Yeah. It was Sarah Strong was the freshman who put up all the points.
Yeah.
For them. And her mom was a former WNBA player, and her dad played basketball as well. So it's literally in her blood. And she played strong, as quick play on words, and led that team on Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. Played great. So you're right. For that team, a lot of that team is going to be gone, and there's everybody else are role players. So with Fudd's coming back, Strong's gonna be there. So they are going to have to in a lot of ways reload and retool. So see what they're going to do. Speaking of reload and retool, like we said, the USC is bringing in the young lady, bringing in the girl from Florida State. Her name is Tanaya Latson, and but kind of what whether or not they want to believe it, they need some more bigs. The years that they won it, they won it because they had bigs. When they had Asia, when they had the young lady that plays for Chicago now, they had a solid big in the middle where they didn't have that. I know Dawn is a guard center coach. She's a guard, so she's gonna. It's only in her nature to want to recruit guards in her mode. But you gotta stretch yourself as a coach and say, what do I need, as opposed to what do I want. And she needs to have some. She needs some bigs in there that'll have the ability to spell those guards and as another scoring option, which they really didn't have this year. They got a lot of their points off of steals and those guards going off screens and stuff like that, which it worked for them, but until it didn't work. Also, I have to say this: is people gonna get mad at me, but this when you watch the game, when they lost the game, you could tell that there was a lot of stuff going on in the background, and then and oftentimes when you're in the coaches in the culture ranks, they say quietly, they play like a quote unquote black team. And what do I mean by that? When they play like when things go wrong, he was like, man, you could just, man, why don't you pass me the ball, man? Oh, we've been doing it all season. And you could see it in their faces. And that's why you saw Dawn start doing a lot of that subbing, like, I got to get you guys, got to find the right combination, because they were playing like, you see a team, a really, really good team that get mad when the things don't go their way. And I hate to have to say that, because they kind of started playing like that more in the second quarter, third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, it was all over. Their mind wasn't even there. They weren't even helping each other up. They were, you could just play. They would start playing at five islands as opposed to one team. Did you see any of that?
No, I didn't see nothing. I was at work. I didn't even see. I was watching it off the phone, off the ticker part. But no, I just kept saying +3, +2, +3, plus
12.
Yeah, I tried to tell. Come on, they not. It's over, man. Because everybody didn't caught on to the system. Even with a big, like the young lady you was mentioning, Cardosa. That's her name. Yeah. She played for Chicago. A big ain't gonna help. They didn't caught on to the system. Once you learn how to dissect the system, it's over. And like I said, you gonna either have to make her a starter yet coming off the bench. Now it's gonna hurt more now because we ain't got the guard from Florida State. You can't tell her how to you gonna tell her how to dial back her game, and she led the women in scoring. That's gonna be another bump in the road. So hey, if I was old girl Alasia Flowerly, I'll leave. I'm gone. Because I'm wasting my time here. I'm not a gopher. You know my theory. You know my theory on that. I'm not a gopher, man. Get somebody else to bring the donuts. I'm not a gopher. No.
I get it 100%. But in terms of long term for her, now you got a championship as a freshman. Where are you going to go? That's going to give you the best opportunity to win like that. You definitely have the opportunity to play. You're going to be a starter wherever you go. But are you going to go where you are, go somewhere and have the opportunity to play on that level? Like you said, LSU will be a good place for her because they're guard center offense. That might be the.
I thought about LSU, but Kim Mulkey got a problem. For real, man, she has a problem. She wanna gloat. She wanna gloat when she win, and then when she lose, she got an attitude. It don't work like that, baby girl. When you gloat when you win, you gotta gloat when you lose. Just like the reporter, that's his job. He asked you a question. How many Final Fours you been to? Yeah. What? He asked you a question. You mad because you lost. Okay, you lost. 2 years ago, you wasn't saying that when you knocked off Caitlin.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Bring that same energy. There's the same energy when you lose. Had that same energy when you win.
That's one of the reasons I like the football coach at Clemson. He's crazy when he wins, but he's just as gracious
You
when he
talking about
loses.
Dabo? I'm not a
Uh,
Dabo fan.
Dabo, yeah, Dabo. Dabo's easy when he win. He talking mad cash, but when he lose, he's very gracious. Hey, we did what we supposed to do. I give credit to the other team, and that's probably what I like most about Dabo. He'll give it up to the other team when his team didn't have it that day. Well, a lot of coaches won't do that. A lot of coaches won't do that. All right, let's look at these men. Look at the men's side. Quick recap: we had Duke in Houston, Florida Auburn, Houston, and the Duke game. It was almost like it was a foregone conclusion. It was like the going back to Las Vegas, the Run the Rebels versus Duke back in the early '90s, where everybody thought that UNLV was going to run over Duke for that second year in a row, and then Duke came in and won that game. It was sort of like that against Auburn. Auburn played very well, but let's see. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Duke and Houston, where Houston just kind of hung around, and at the end, the last 90 seconds jumped on Duke. Everybody giving Cooper Flag a lot of grief about not making that last shot and not playing well down the stretch. For what I saw in that game, I didn't really think that it was his fault for him losing the game. And that's as a freshman, you have to learn how to play in those situations, and I think that's his learning experience. How to he as soon as he shot the ball, I knew he missed it because he short armed it. It was in the moment. It's something that he's going to grow into in the future. I think he's going to be better because of it. But in that moment, he didn't quite make the shot like he should have. What were your thoughts on that on that game?
Goes. This is not surprising to me. Not at all. When Duke had the last few years of Krzyzewski, right? When Duke had RJ Barrett and Zion Williamson, right?
Yeah.
I picked Duke to win it, right? Who did they lose to? Michigan State, right? The following year, they came with what was his name? Paulo Papantro, the dude that plays for the Orlando Magic. Excuse me,
Paulo, yeah.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm not pronouncing his name right. What happened? They got popped. It all boils down to, and I apologize for these remarks, but it's nothing intended malicious or nothing. Duke has too many white boys. And when it come down to playing brothers, they're going to always lose. They get popped every time because Houston bully balled them. They can't do nothing with physicality. Period. I'm not even talking the trash talking or nothing. They can't do that. When I was playing football, we had this cat one time. I ain't gonna call the cat name out, but we had this cat, and he broke this dude's ankle in practice, and they thought, "Oh my God, this guy is gonna be the best thing since pants with pockets, since sliced bread." We made it to the championship. They called him, excuse my word, they called him the H word that you call white people. That George Jefferson calls, took him out the whole game. He didn't do nothing the whole game. They can't handle that. Every time, go back and look when J.J. Redick was at Duke. How many times they win a national? None. The year they won with Grayson Allen was because they had the building cast. Grayson Allen was only that one trivial part. Who did they have? The center was Okafor. They had Justin Winslow. They had Tyus, my man, was what's his name? He play I can't think of his name. He plays for I think he played for Denver now, but he's still in the league. That whole team was built brothers. When Duco / Marty Clark, Cherokee Parks, they trash. They can't need more brothers. I mean, not saying it to be right.
It's a good thing we're an independent show. We're not on the major network. We can stay a little bit. We can go a little bit further in terms of what we're saying. Like I said earlier, the girls, like what my comments about South Carolina, the young Carolina is about Duke now. We can go a little bit further into the comments and be a little bit more in depth in what we say. Give a look at a little bit more behind the curtain So it's okay. We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot.
When J.J. Redick played at Duke that year, they I think it was his senior year. That senior year, you know who knocked them out that year? I tell you, LSU with Glenn Baby Davis, and Tyrus Thomas. That was their NBA draft coming out party. They got selected, right? Glenn Big Baby Davis, he went on and won. He got a championship with the Celtics,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Tyrus Thomas, by the time the NBA realized this dude can't shoot, but he could dunk, he got jump out the gym. He could jump out the gym. It was over. When he went to Chicago, oh yeah, he's a rim, he could get the ball off the rim and dunk it back. Hey, I need you to make this 10-foot jump. Can't do it. I need you to make this 12-foot jump. Couldn't do it. I was like, he about to be out the league. All that, same thing with Rip. Same thing with Richard Hamilton. I remember I was a freshman at Kansas. We played them in the Anaheim Classic at Anaheim, Kansas. I was like, dude, it's trash. Now, as time progressed, his game evolved into, okay, he's just going to be a 10 to 15-foot jump shooter. His freshman year, he was wild and out of control. Wow. I was like, they call him what? And that's when I forget who did the game. I want to say, I know it wasn't Jim Nance and Billy Packer, but I forgot who did the game. They was like, yeah, they called him Rip. Like, dude, wild. Jock Vaughn was actually laughing at him. Like, this dude out of control, dog. But as time went on, he wanted
to grow to the role.
He won a national championship. You know what I'm saying? Which I still believe Trajan Layton got paid. I need my money back, Trajan. But yeah, they just need more brothers. They need more brothers.
All right. Let's look at the other game on the other side. Florida Auburn. Let's see here. In that game, Florida pretty much controlled that game all the way down. Auburn was in a good position to win, but Florida showed their experience down the road. Like you said, they had two of everybody in every position. And that held strong also going into the championship game. To me, it seemed like both those games were carbon copies. Which games I'm talking about? The Duke-Houston game, where Houston just hung around versus Duke. Same thing in the championship game where Florida just hung around against Houston. It seemed like to me that Houston just stopped playing. They I always have, my saying is, play to win, not to play to lose. Houston was playing to win all first half of the second half. The last 10 minutes they start playing not to lose. We got it now. Let's just hold on. Let's hang on. No. Keep pressing forward. Had they did that, they would have won by 15 easy. No. But they just started playing not to lose down the stretch. And I don't think that Florida did anything special. To me, it was more along the lines of what Houston didn't do, more along the lines of what Florida did. What were your thoughts, sir?
Reason why I'd say I disagree. I told you in the beginning, man. Calvin Sampson, he'll get you to the prime. He ain't gonna get you in there. He'll get you. Calvin Sampson.
I have to agree with you on that.
Calvin Sampson, Bob Huggins, those type of coaches. Target, rest in peace to Target. They go get. I'm not gonna say thugs, but these guys aren't. You don't think of these guys to graduate, man. 3.0, make the dean's list, that type of stuff. Student athlete, you can put student and athlete. When you look at the teams Bob Huggins had at Cincinnati with Damon Flint, Kenyon Martin, Bobby Brennan, Steve Logan, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
When you look at Calvin Sampson went to Indiana. He changed it around. When he went to Oklahoma, he changed it around. He's going to own the Big 12. Bill Self is in for it. He's going to keep winning the Big 12. He'll take you to the prom. He just ain't, when y'all get to the door and they say, tickets, he ain't got no tickets. Same thing with Bruce Pearl. When Bruce Pearl was at Tennessee with Chris Lofton and all them, what did he do? Nothing. Every blue moon, these are the type of programs that, oh my God, Houston is, no, he going to get you to.
For what's the guy out west? What's the guy in the Mountain West that makes it every year? Who is his conference every year? They went to the championship game 2 years ago.
Mark Few at
Mark Few.
Gonzaga. Right. That's just the pedigree they're going to get. He's going to take you to the prom. You won't be able to go in, but he'll take you down to Cobo. He'll show you the riverfront, and he'll show you the Princess Boat docked off. He'll show you. You're not going in there though.
Yeah, I remember. I remember scalping tickets to go see Southwestern play down at Cobo many years ago.
Hey, you're not going. Just like the cat that used to coach with Steve Fisher, Brian Dutcher. Brian, whatever his last name, I think it is Dutcher or something like that. He coaches at San Diego State. He took over for Steve. Yeah. That program is going to always be good because there's no and that Mountain West, you only got St. Mary's over there, right? And you got St. Mary's and you got
Gonzaga.
But other than that, they'll win and then here comes the tournament and go home to somebody.
Yeah, That's we've talked about that in the past. How that they play good games in the preseason and the non-conference, but when your conference isn't strong enough to carry you further along, that's a problem.
That little ESPN, what is that? The thing they have on ESPN, the shootout and the Maui and like Auburn. Auburn went over there this year. What did they do? They won the Maui. They popped Michigan State. Right? Now they turn around. Here come the tournament. Everybody like, ooh, Bruce Pearl. It's good for ratings. Why? Because who broadcast the game? Charles Barkley. Where did Charles Barkley go? Auburn.
Very true. Very, very true.
That's all it is, man.
We want to make sure we congratulate our winners in the pool. Radomir Pavasovic won the women's pool. Lance Shannon won the men's pool this year for the bracket challenge. I'll be getting those gifts out to you very, very soon. As soon as I get a chance to slow down a little bit. Life has been coming at me fast this last week, so I do apologize. And also to the young man, I'm gonna get you taken care of. Also, I'm a little bit behind on his gift. His name is Ryan Peoples. Ryan, I got you. Don't worry. I know it's been a few years. He probably over there cussing me, but I deserve it. But you gonna get your gift. Don't worry. We're gonna move forward. We got the first one. Don't forget to click like, click share. Don't forget to get the book Gratefulness Journey every day by the one Mr. Marcus Hall, the Wiz that lives Oz. Don't forget to look him up if you have issues. You're trying to get a better job, improve your standing with your job, or get a new job altogether. Get your resume together. We're learning how to answer those star questions and give a sore answer instead of a star answer. If you want to know what the difference are, look him up on TikTok. He'll tell you what to do, and give him a call and get a consultation. Spend a little bit of money so you can make a whole lot of money on the end. Go make sure you check out Mr. Marcus Ian. Lean in on what he's doing. He's gonna get you together. All right, we are talking about the MLB now. We're moving over to the Detroit Tigers. Last night they had a late game. Let me see if they won that game. Let me pull that up really, really quickly. Let's see here. They played late last night. They were, as of right before the game last night, they were in first place at 7-5, first in American League Central, third overall in the American League. Let's see here. Let me see how quickly my skills are to pull up the MLB on ESPN and look at the standings. Last night they played, so they won. They won last night. Let's see here. So now they are now 8-5. Let me update my standings. And let's see. They're out in Minnesota.
Yep.
They're playing in Minnesota right now. Let's see if I can get a quick score on that last night. They won 7-6. 7-6. So they are, let's see here. The Detroit Tigers are, let's see. They are overall 8-5. 8-10 over their last 10, won their last game. So congratulations, the Tigers are doing well. Let's see. They're 5-1 over the last 6 games since the last time we played. Since we last time we had the show. And so I got to ask the questions. Did I speak too soon? What do you think? Did I speak too soon about the fate of the Tigers at the beginning of the season? Did I speak too soon about how well they were going to do?
Man, they trash, man. You ain't speak too soon. They trash, man. I'm not buying into that, man. I'm not buying into none of that, man. They trash, man. The Miracle Summer, the what's the name of that movie? Major League, man. They trash, man. I'm good. What's the next topic? I'm good.
Right now, wait a minute, they in second place overall in the American League. The Texas Rangers are 95,
13,
Tigers are 85, the
13
Angels are 85, and the Blue Jays are 86. So they hold their own. They pulling their big boy pants up now.
13 games in, they 8-5, right?
Yep.
Okay. Enough said. Enough said. I'm good. I'm all right, man. Talk to me in late September. I'm good.
Okay. No, we still got to set up the game for us to go. Me, you, Greg. Hopefully, we get Steve to come in town to go see the Tigers again this year and see what happened.
Look, I did my charity last year. I went down there. And you know what's funny? I went down there and then they started winning. I was like, Lord have mercy. I done scared these. Oh, boy. Maybe this time I should stay home and see what happens.
I just think for the fun of it all, just a nice little outing, making a sports talk outing. We just open it up to everybody who want to go get some tickets that day and go have some fun. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to have let me write that down right now. Write that down. Sports talk outing. There we go. Sports talk outing.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Tiger baseball.
You already know I won't have on a Tiger jersey. You know
that's fine.
Okay. Whatever team they playing, trust I will have on the shirt and the jacket.
That's all right. That's all right. We long as we out, we hanging out together. Going to the go get some hot dogs off the grill. Get some nachos. You know, get all the fun stuff.
Get some bumblebee stinging you while you're trying to eat it.
Okay. Get the peanuts on the way in. You know, always get the peanuts. Yeah, get the peanuts up from the guys on the corner in the brown paper bag. They sell it for $1.
Nah, I'm straight.
That's why I always get the peanuts from the guys outside the stadium. I always do that. Get there early enough for whatever whatever bobblehead they're giving away or whatever shirt. Get there early enough to make sure you get one of the souvenirs. We got to make sure we do all that good stuff. Make sure we having our fun. All right, let's see here where we at. The Giants and the Padres have the best record in the league right now. They are 10-3, and the Rangers are the best record, like I said before, in the American League at 9-4. Of course, I'm looking forward to the Tigers coming down to Texas this year. They play a weekend series. I might try to get Saturday and Sunday tickets this time. So looking forward to that, to see what's going to happen with that. And of course, now we're going to move into basketball. Detroit Pistons, right now, they are solidly in sixth place. They're 1-3 since last week. They lost to Milwaukee last night, 125-19. And right now they'll be playing against as if things stay the same. It's pretty much there's one game left in the season. They'll be playing Sunday. Let's see here. Who are they playing Sunday? They play Sunday against City. They got the home and home against the Bucks.
Yeah, and then they drew New York. They got New York first round.
Yep. So that's where they're going to be. And a lot of teams are saying that the Pistons are even though they are the 6th seed, they are picking them to win. Much as I love my Pistons, I don't know if I'm ready to go that far. But I hate to say that. It's not because they're not good enough. It's because you're looking at experience. You're looking at guys on New York who've been in the playoffs over the last few years. Even though they don't have their number one player, this is all brand new to the Pistons.
Right.
The only people that's been to the playoffs on the Pistons right now is the coaching staff. So you got other than the backup point guard, everybody else on that team does not have a lot of playoff experience. What's it? Schrader. Schrader's the only one on that team that has
Malik Beasley.
Okay, and Beasley and the second generation guy, the one they came from Dallas.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Hardaway Jr. Yeah. So
Tobias been as well.
Tobias, well, yeah, he was with him for Philadelphia, but they flamed out really quickly. So,
Right.
so
I mean,
hopefully,
yeah, you see, yeah.
so as a team, they don't have a lot of playoff experience. Hopefully, they'll put it together. I'm not
I
saying
get
that
that.
they won't do it. I just think that New York has more of abundance of playoff experience, and playoff is a different game. It's a half court game. It's not a wide open game. Which the Pistons play a half court game. They play tough physical defense. So we gonna see. We gonna see. Said the blind man said to the dead dog. We gonna see what happens.
I get what
I am pulling for them. It's not that I don't think they're gonna win. I'm cautiously optimistic. So if I say it like that and they do win, then my cop I won't set the expectations too high. I won't set the bar too high for them to happen. But I really think they're going to win? Yes, but it's going to be tough for them to win it because of the experience factor. And so you never know. You never know. I'm definitely going to have my Pistons gear on every game that they play and cheer them on to try to cheer them on the victory. But we're going to see. Well, I already know what you're going to say. What you think? Can they win it? Can they beat New York?
Man, New York gets 6, man. They get 2 just to keep the TV ratings, right? But yeah, New York is 6.
Okay.
They don't. They ain't gonna beat them. Because when it's gonna come down to K having to really lock down Jalen Brunson in the playoffs, he ain't gonna be able to do it.
Okay. I would have to agree with you on that 100%. But we're going to see. We're going to see. But the biggest news in the NBA this week is Mike Malone was fired from the Denver Nuggets. He and the GM were fired together. Here they are, a few games left in the season, and they fired him and the GM. They're kind of blaming on the fact that they're saying that he was giving Westbrook preferential treatment, and they said they can take it from getting it for they can Joker getting it and the other kid from Canada getting the preferential treatment. But they're saying when you're talking about Westbrook, they're like Westbrook. I know he used to be good, but he one of us right now. They said they were giving him a lot. He was giving him a lot of preferential, like yelling at him like they yell at the other guys. And they said they felt like he lost the locker room. What are your thoughts on that, sir?
So he wasn't yelling at Westbrook like he was yelling at the other guy?
Correct. That's the report. That's the report. That's what came out.
I mean, yeah, I don't. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, I couldn't tell you because, I mean, Westbrook.
Westbrook has been Westbrook for years. Even when he was averaging a triple-double.
Yeah,
He's really been the same guy. He doesn't have the same production, but he's been the same player all the way through. Even when he was putting up all those numbers, he was still bricking threes all over the court. He was still missing unnecessary layups. He was still doing those things.
that layup he missed like 2 weeks ago, wide open. What was that? One that against the Lakers? No, was that
Yep.
the Lakers? Yeah,
I think so.
that was horrible. Because I'm like, why you just ain't dunk?
Yep.
You dunk any other than way. But you know what? When you're in them situations, we can all say, why didn't you or what if? But man, like you said, that for him to miss it, that wasn't no surprise.
Right.
He's been missed those before.
He's missed those before. And a lot of players were saying he should have been taken out of the game. Coach didn't say anything to him about it. So they felt like he lost the locker room because of that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
See, but my thing is, why fire the coach now? So are you trying to say that you think you're gonna go further with the backup coach because of the fact that here it is down the stretch with 3-4 games left in the season? You think that's gonna make an effect now? I don't know.
I mean, Jamal Murray's hurt. I was watching the game last night. What is it? Chris Porter? Is that his name? No, it's not.
Porter. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know if it's Chris, but he got bloody yesterday. So I don't know. Like it's all in disarray, man. It's all in disarray. I have no idea because, like I said, Calvin Booth, he used to play. He was the center for Penn State. That was the GM. So I was like, wow, they fired both of them. So yeah.
They were saying that the coach and the GM never spoke to each other, didn't like each other. But if I take that, if you win a championship, and the only thing you're talking about is business. The only words y'all got for each other, business. Hey, the business is still getting done. You don't have to like each other. You ain't got to like me.
Because
my coworkers at work don't like me right now.
Look at
I
Phil
still see
Jackson.
real good.
Look at Phil Jackson and Jerry Krause.
Yep.
He said he didn't care if Phil went 72-0. Phil was gonna be fired. And that
Well,
was
my coworkers don't like me right now. I still
off a
see real good.
72-10 season. So yeah, Jerry Krause was a mug.
Yep. At the end of the day, as long as the business gets done, that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
As long as business gets taken care. Right now, the West is wide open. You got there's only 3 teams right now who have settled their playoff spots. Let me pull that up really quickly. In the standings in the West, you have the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first place, the Rockets in second place, Lakers in third place. Outside of that, you got the Nuggets, Clippers, Warriors, 4, 5, 6, who still have an opportunity at 49-32, 49-32, 48-33. The Timberwolves at 48-33. The Grizzlies, Kings, and Mavericks they are definitely going to be in the play-in game. So the 4, 5, 6, and 7 spot can change over the next couple of days. There are 2-3 games left in the season. Let's see here. Let's see how many games left in the season. Let's see. There's 1 game left for the Pistons, so there's still a couple games left on the other side. Let me do some quick math and look next because 82 game season. So yeah. So that's 1 or 2 games left for all the rest of those teams on that side. We'll know by Sunday where everybody stands in terms of the playoff positioning.
Right.
One of those teams is definitely Nuggets in the 4th spot. So they'll be playing, most likely playing against the Clippers, or they could be playing against Golden State. You never know. You never know how that's going to shake out moving down over the next couple games. So instead of the Wild Wild West, this is the Wide Open West in terms of those standings. We're going to see what happens for that. And my prediction is probably going to stay where it is. You never know. I think it's going to stay where it is, and we're going to see what happens from there. And the Nuggets definitely still have a chance to win it. They have a chance to win it all. As long as you got Joker, you got a chance to win it all. All right, like we've been doing, we've been keeping an eye on the Lakers. They are now 49-31 in third place. Golden State is firmly in 7th place in the play-in game at 47-33. They've definitely improved their lot where they were in the 10th spot on the outside looking in. 10th and 11th spot all season until they got Emo Jimmy. Emo Jimmy ain't said a word, so he got over there. I don't know if he's scared of Draymond or Draymond told him, hey, we don't do that around here or whatever it was. Jimmy is just playing. Jimmy got sold. Jimmy got sold. Jimmy got sold. He ain't acting a fool over there like he did down in Miami. I had to say it like that.
Right.
Jimmy got on stage and pulled his pants down in the game, not literally but proverbially down in Miami like Jimmy did in the movie, like Eddie Murphy did in the movie. I'm getting the name movie just that fast. But all right, let's see where we at. We moving forward. We a little bit behind time, but it's all right. We got time. I forgot to say we are actually live by way of Memorex. We are taping this show a couple hours before the show tonight. Showtime. Things going on with life, so we want to make sure we still bring you guys a good show. We are talking about hockey. The Red Wings have 3 games left in the season. They still have a chance. Not much of a chance, but they got a chance. They are right now, they are 35-7. Last night they won 4-3 over the Lightning. 3 games left. It's not quite over. Right now the Blue Jackets, the Rangers, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the New York Rangers, and the Red Wings are all pretty much in a lock jam with the opportunity with 3 games left to make the playoffs. The Blue Jackets and the Rangers, hold the tiebreakers over the Red Wings, so they can, if they were to win it, to get out to the tiebreakers. Those teams have it over the Red Wings, and the Blue Jackets would be the team that would go right now over all 3 of them. And so let me look quickly at the standings. Yeah. The Columbus Blue Jackets. I'm sorry, because right now the wild card teams are the Ottawa Senators and the Montreal Canadiens, and you got the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Rangers, and the Red Wings in that order. With the Islanders still have a chance as well. They're right behind the Red Wings. So with 3 games left in the season. So I still love my Red Wings. The lady's she's still in the background. Her voice is still warm. she making sure her voice is warm. She's not quite singing the scales yet, but she's getting ready. She getting ready. All righty. Let's see here where we at now. We're gonna jump into women's sports. We got a little bit of things going on with the women's sports. We got the WNBA draft. Oh, before we go, congratulations to Ovechkin breaking the record for most
Wayne
goals
Gretzky.
scored over Wayne Gretzky. It always seems to be. Now, who was it? What TV show was it where somebody got the shirts made instead of Wayne Gretzky? They got Wayne Gretzky on the shirts where they couldn't sell them instead of it was Wayne Gretzky. Because I know on Martin it was
that was Whitney. That was instead of Whitney
Houghton.
Whitney Hutton.
Whitney Hutton. I think it was everybody hates Chris, where he got the Gretzky jersey made instead of the Wayne Gretzky jersey. I want to say everybody hates Chris. I think that's what it was. Every time I see it, Gretzky is one of my top 5 players, of course. Stevie Y, he's my favorite of all time because he's a Red Wing GM right now. The Gretzky jersey, the shirts, man, I just think that's funny that somebody would say that. Grits is, of course, that's a black thing. We love our grits. So congratulations to Ovechkin for that. But we are jumping into women's sports. We got the draft. It's widely known that Paige Buckers, are going to be going. Paige Buckets, I should say. What I was trying to say, be going to the Dallas Wings. That's why I got the Dallas jersey on. And we got Seattle, Washington, Golden State, Washington, Connecticut, Los Angeles, Chicago, Minnesota, and Dallas rounds out the first round. We only know who's going to go where. We only know one person. Paige Buckets are going to the Dallas Wings. My question is, where will Harmony Turner go? Who is going to draft Harmony Turner? I hope she goes to Chicago. Why? She can team up with
Angel Reese.
With Angel Reese, get her the ball. Get her points, get her the ball, put her in a position to be successful. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
Man, who knows? Yeah, that would be nice. I agree. That would be nice.
I would love to see Harmony Turner. If you listen out there, if anybody listening to us, watching us in the big leagues down in the WNBA, Harmony Turner, get into Chicago. Get to Chicago so she gonna get her the ball. Play the big time, big league, be in a big city. Daddy can come see her. Rocky Turner from the morning show, he'll be able to still go to see the games and do the show, and in the big cities where they play, and find whatever station in that area still be able time for the show. So good luck to the draft, to Harmony Turner and the rest of the girls out of there. The draft is on Monday. I like the way the WNBA does that. We're not wasting no time. Why? Because the season starts in 2 weeks. So we got to get this draft together. 1, 2, is the NCAA tournament ends right to the very next week. Get your dress, get your outfit ready. We gonna have us a good time. We gonna be on ESPN. We gonna get this draft together. So I'm looking forward to that on Monday, seeing the draft. So we gonna get them ready for that. All right, we coming down to stretch. Of course, some of the best times, one of the best times that we have. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause as we jump in the Stoopid Sports News. All right, topic for Stoopid Sports News. They almost done in Buffalo with the stadium. What's stupid about it? They're building an open-air stadium. What's wrong with them? Why are you building an open-air stadium in Buffalo, New York?
What was they supposed to build, a dome?
Yes. No. Yes. You've lost how many games over the last how many years due to the snow? You got your fans sitting in 3 feet of snow. You got the people in the community got to come out and risk life and limb to clear the field. Not clear the seats, but clear the field, where you could easily fix this problem by building a dome stadium.
Nah. That's not what they do in Buffalo, man. You play outside. Thurman Thomas, what was my man named? Bruce Smith. Man, you play outside, man.
I agree. Football is meant to be played outside. I agree. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Buffalo,
Detroit,
New England.
Detroit.
No, you got Detroit, you got Minnesota. They wised up. We gonna host these games. We gonna
That's
host our games.
man.
Detroit hasn't gained games because Buffalo and Minnesota couldn't host their games. We take this Monday night game. We take this Monday night money. Come on, we gonna get this extra parking money. We gonna get this extra concessions money. Come on, yeah, we are under your tickets. Come on over. Come on over. What is wrong with y'all over there? I get it. You want to jump off the top rope and break those tables in Buffalo. You want to eat the buffalo wings. You want to cook the food. You want to tailgate for hours on it. And I get it, but do it in the Dome Stadium. If the baseball teams were smart enough in the hot areas to get the dome so they can keep playing, be smart enough to do it up in Buffalo too. I get it. Trust me. I love the weather. Playing in the elements. Never. I coached in the dome. Never played in the dome. I never played in the turf field as a player. Coached on turf. I get it. Get with the times.
Nah, they're not gonna get with the times. They straight where they at.
To me, it don't make no sense. To me, it just don't make no sense. Because at that point, it's multi-purpose stadium. You can bring in all the high schools. You don't have to change the field. All the high school games can played there up in Buffalo, in that area.
Understood. But nah, I get what you're saying. I do, but nah, nope. They like
We're going to agree to disagree on that one.
right.
I don't get it. All right, we're going to jump to one quick question. Yeah, something stupid to make you think. One quick question. Yeah. All right, let's jump into one quick question. One quick question of the week is, do you watch the Pop the Balloon show? And are those shows necessary? You can agree with the Pop the Balloon, where the guys all lined up and the girl come out, hi, my name is, and I do this, and this. All the guys come up, how you doing? My name is John, and I work, and I do this. And the girls go pop, 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 pop.
Right.
Why you pick him? I don't like his outfit. He looks silly. He looked like he could be my brother. What you think about those Pop the Balloon shows?
Those do be funny. Oh yeah, I do get a kick out of those. Those are hilarious.
And the funny part is all they do is try and one up each other. They get mad because the guy don't pick them. Then they go and talk about him. The girl don't pick him. And is that why? I don't like him anyway because his teeth is crooked. Well,
right.
I just had teeth. I just got my braces off. Well, they still look crooked to me. And they may go viral because of that. And because of the outfits, why do you pick you? Because you got 10 kids with 11 baby daddies. That don't even add up. Exactly. Right. So I think those shows are funny. Of course, they have their place, and they started off serious, and now everybody has a version. Everybody and their mama doing the Blue Show. Would I ever go on one if I were single? No, I wouldn't, because at the end of the day, it's boy meets girl, girl meets boy. Do you love each other? Do you like each other? But it would be so tough to do that, going on there and going on a cattle call show like that. I guess it's the new way of doing speed dating. I get it, but I don't know. It's something else to to catch your attention, to get everybody to come on and show out and act up a little bit in the social media space. So I'm not against it. It's just not something I can see myself doing. I'm just glad that I am where I am, and I got 21 years under my belt, and I don't have to worry about going and doing them crazy shows and stuff like that. All right, we're gonna do a predictions recap. Over the last 2 weekends, we are both 8-3. We both finished 8-3. No, you were 8-3. I'm 7-4. Excuse me. Your prediction for UConn, mine over USC, put you one game ahead of me. We're going to put our predictions away until the NFL season. We're going to start picking up the UFL, United Football League, the Michigan Panthers. I'm going to try and get to the Michigan Panthers game in a couple weeks, 3 weeks or so, I think it is, where they come in and play against the Texas team, the Dallas team. I've always wanted to see the Michigan Panthers play. They were always, to me, they had those sweet uniforms. So hopefully I get to see them play. go down to the field down in Arlington to play, get to see them play in that game. Excuse me, boy. Let me wet my whistle real quick. Excuse me. My allergies is killing me. Excuse me. My allergies is killing me. I got to try to keep my nose down because my nose is red like Rudolph. My allergies is kicking my butt real good this over the last couple of weeks. All right, young man. Let's see. Look, I think that's another good show. As a matter of fact, I know it's a good show. Good luck to the MSU women's gymnastics team. They play in the semifinals April 17th. LSU, Michigan State, and Utah, UCLA. That'll be on ESPN at 2 on the 17th. Was that Wednesday or Thursday? I think it is. We got the Love and Stuff shows. Love and Stuff Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern. Dr. V, Good Reverend Dr. Valencia Edna, her show. V occurs on Wednesdays on YouTube. We still trying to convince Brother Williams to come on back. So thank you again for supporting us. We are here. We are live on Memorex. Please leave your comments, and we will definitely be speaking to your comments. We're gonna be on all the platforms like we always are: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, and TikTok and Instagram. So leave your comments, and we'll definitely make sure we get back to you. Thank you once again for being with us. Great show again. We're going to put this music on. We're going to get on out of here. Hopefully this music won't be too loud when I play it. There we go. Some epic music. All right, young man. Thank you again for doing a great show with me. We're going to see everybody next week on the 19th. Have a great day and a great weekend.